Today, I'm going to confront a hidden truth that clutter is more than just stuff. It's a silent stressor. It's stealing our peace and space. And every year, millions find themselves drowning in their possessions, not only to crowding their homes, but also their minds, turning what should be sanctuaries into a source of anxiety. Imagine this, in just a few weeks, you could be moving to a new home. And consider the costs, the emotional, physical, financial costs of carrying all this unused and unwanted items with you. So today we're going to not just talk about decluttering, we're going to reclaim our lives, reduce the moving costs, and prepare for a fresh start with less baggage and have more room to breathe. Stick with me, Diane Cardano, as we break down the foolproof plan to declutter effectively, handle the emotional challenges it brings, and strategically prepare for the move. Now, I've been staging homes before I list them on the market now for 31 years. I really can see how difficult it can be for people to create that space that you need to live clutter-free, or if you're moving to get rid of your prized possessions. It's not easy. Like last week, I walked into a home. You could barely walk through the rooms. There was a path in each room. She had stuff everywhere. She was a hoarder, but she was finally ready to make the plunge. We have an estimate for $5,000 to clean out the house, and that's with giving things away. So don't let this happen to you. Let's transform your home from a cluttered space into a prepared space, no matter when you're moving, for your next big adventure. And please subscribe. Help a girl out as I get closer every day to my goal of 1,000 subscribers by August. I'd love to hear your thoughts around decluttering or about clutter. Let's get started. Let's begin with planning and scheduling, because the first step for decluttering is to create a plan and schedule that works for you. You have to find time in your current schedule, that you're really busy, to do this. And so how much time do you realistically have? And are you on a tight timeline for a move, or do you have a few years? You don't really want to wait until the last minute, right? And you really need to resist that urge to procrastinate and wait to the last minute. And decluttering right before a move can be incredibly stressful. I've seen it, and can be very expensive. Picture this, you're scrambling to pack boxes and overflowing with stuff, unsure of what to keep or toss, and you end up paying extra for movers to haul unnecessary items, or worse yet, feeling overwhelmed and burnt out. So spread it all out over time. Spread out your decluttering efforts over time. This will make the process feel much more manageable and less overwhelming. Think about how much time you can realistically dedicate to decluttering each day or each week. Even a small amount of time spent consistently can make a big difference. And also you can get an accountability partner to help you. So here's some ideas for scheduling. You can do short bursts and dedicate like 15 or 30 minutes a day to decluttering a specific area, like a drawer or a shelf. You can do that while you're watching TV. Don't try to do too much at one time. A little bit at a time is good. Next, you could have themed sessions. I call them themed because I choose a category like, okay, today I'm going to work on my clothes or books, and dedicate a few hours a week to sorting through those particular items. Or there's the weekend warriors. I know them. My clients are weekend warriors getting their homes on the market. You can tackle a larger area like a closet or room over a weekend. And when decluttering, be realistic about your timeline, but looking at the bigger picture. Consider your overall moving timeline. And that's what we do. When I go to a house to do a room by room review, we look at the timeline. Is it a year or 2 years? And then we break it down. So we're not, by the time they go on the market, they feel great. They're not overwhelmed or stressed out. But if you're moving soon, you're then faced with a tight deadline for a move. And you have to be more aggressive with your cluttering schedule. And really, guys, we need to start a few months, I say a year in advance, to dedicate these larger chunks of time to decluttering each week. You don't want to waste your time doing it right before you go on the market. Or maybe it's a long-term project. If you're not moving anytime soon and you have more flexibility, you can declutter at a pace that feels comfortable for you, even if it takes months or a year. Remember, consistency is key. Even a small amount of decluttering done regularly will yield significant results in the long run. And talking about what's really important is what you can expect emotionally. Because decluttering, boys, can be an emotional roller coaster. It can be it's a very personal experience, and it's normal to experience a range of emotions along the way. So let's explore some of the common emotional hurdles that you can encounter. Nostalgia is the first one. Now, we often hold on to some sentimental reasons you hold on to things, but you don't use them anymore. Like going through old photos or clothes or keepsakes can trigger memories and make it really difficult to let go. Next, we have fear of loss. Letting go of possessions that can feel like losing a piece of yourself or your past. It's important to remember that the memories and experiences associated with these items live on within you, even if the physical object is gone. And lastly, guilt. You might feel guilty about getting rid of things, especially if they were gifts or they have some sentimental value. Remind yourself that it's okay to let go of things that no longer serve you, and that finding them a new home allows them to bring joy to somebody else. There's another one I just thought of, decision fatigue, I call it. The constant decision making involved in decluttering. Keep, donate, sell, toss. Keep, donate, sell, toss. It can be mentally draining, so take breaks when needed and avoid trying to declutter for too long at once. So for some tips for navigating these emotions, let's talk about acknowledging your feelings. It's okay to feel sad, nostalgic, or even guilty as you declutter. Don't suppress your emotions. Just allow yourself to feel free and feel them and then move on. Next, I would say focus on the benefits, reminding yourself of the positive outcomes of decluttering, such as more organized space, less stress, and a kind of sense of freedom. It's like you walk into the garage and it's all clean. It just feels really good, no matter when you're moving. Next, I would say is be gentle with yourself. Decluttering, like I said, is a personal journey, so don't compare yourself to others or rush through the process. And seek support. Seek an accountability person. I always do that for every project I have. Talk to a friend or family member, have them come over and help you, or maybe you need a therapist if you're struggling through the emotional aspects of decluttering, because it can be very stressful. Remember, the key is to be patient and understanding with yourself. Decluttering can be, like I said, an emotional journey, but by acknowledging your feelings and focusing on positive outcomes, you can navigate this process and create a more peaceful and organized living space. Before I tackle any project, I sit down for an hour and I work it out before I act it out. With my website called privatework.com, my friend Joe has this great, amazing ways of you can work out things and you can get so much stuff accomplished just in 1 hour by understanding what you really want. So now that you've created your schedule and decluttering sessions and prepped yourself for emotional roller coaster, let's dive into practical steps of sorting through your belongings. So I'm going to give you some key strategies to make this process efficient and manageable. You're going to love these, so hang on, get your pen and paper ready. First, you want to conquer small spaces. Don't try to tackle your entire house at once. We kind of talked about this before. This will quickly become overwhelming. So instead of just, I would just choose a small container area to start with, like a drawer or shelf, like I talked about, but it has to be scheduled times when you're going to be doing these things. Focusing on a manageable space will give you a sense of accomplishment. It kind of keeps you motivated because decluttering can be very, very tiring on the brain. Next thing, what I like to tell my clients what I do is I meet with people like a year before they're going to sell. We do all this decluttering together. I call it the power of categorization. So once that we've chosen an area, like our starting area for the seller, they begin to sort through their belongings into categories such as clothes and books, electronics, toys, sentimental items, or anything else that makes sense for that particular client. Then you group these similar items together, can help you visualize what you have and make decluttering decisions more efficiently. Instead of going to like different places and deciding at that time, you can put them in a category. That works really well for our clients. Let me give you some common decluttering categories to consider and get what I call these little colored circled stickies to separate items. For example, one color, say red, can be keep or something like that. These are items you use regularly and bring you joy. You want to keep them, put that dot on it. Put maybe a yellow dot on donate. Items that you're in good condition, but you no longer use them or need them, and they can be donated to charity. And the third dot can be sell. If you have items of value that you're willing to part with, consider selling them online or at a yard sale. Next dot can be a different color. We call it recycle or trash, like broken, unusable, or expired items should be recycled or thrown away responsibly. That's also good too, putting these dots on it. And there's one rule I'm going to give you in helpful decluttering. Touch it once rule. As you handle each item, ask yourself the questions. Have I used this in the past year? Be honest with yourself. If it's been sitting around unused for a long time, it's probably time to let it go. Does it bring me joy? Does it bring you joy? I don't know. This is a subjective question. If an item no longer sparks joy or holds sentimental value, consider letting it go. By following these tips and asking yourself these questions, as you sort, you can make quicker decisions about what to keep, donate, sell, toss, keep, donate, sell, toss. Which one is it? What color are you putting on it? This will help you avoid getting bogged down in indecision and keep the decluttering process moving forward. Okay, so you've sorted your belongings into categories like keep, donate, sell, and recycle, trash. Now what? Next, we're going to help you find new homes for your unwanted items. How do I do that? I've got so much stuff. So the best place to go is what I call donation powerhouses. For example, charitable organizations. Many charities will accept donations of gently used clothing, furniture, household goods, and books. They come to your house and pick it up sometimes. It's a great way to give your unwanted items a new life and support a worthy cause at the same time. So research some local charities that align with your values. Some charities even offer, like I said, the pickup for like the larger items. And there's also shelters and community centers. They always want some donations, clothing, toiletries, or household items to help those in need. Next, maybe you want to turn your trash into treasures. Like sell your stuff. There's online marketplaces. There are many of them. Online platforms such as Facebook, Marketplace, Craigslist, places where you can sell your unwanted items. Prepare to take really high quality photos though. Write detailed descriptions and potentially negotiate with buyers. Very important. Then you have consignment shops. They sell gently used clothing and accessories on your behalf. They typically take a percentage of the sale price, but it could be a good option if you have some higher end items, clothing especially. You can get good deals on the clothing. And next is a yard sale. Have you thought of having one of those? Have a yard sale, it could be a fun way to get rid of a lot of stuff at once, especially for things like clothing, toys, and books. But it can be really time consuming to price and prepare. And then you might not sell everything. Now, if you have bulky items like bulk trash pickup, Many cities offer the bulk trash pickup services for a fee. It's a great option for getting rid of larger broken items that you can't donate or sell. I know many townships in here in suburbs of Philly do that. They have these, they come by for special pickups and you can pay for that, refrigerators, things like that. So just check with your local waste management department for details and restrictions for that. Then there's these recycling centers. There's some great ones around here. The recycling centers, they accept specific material like electronics, furniture, and hazardous waste. Research that, your local recycling options, to see what they can accept. Next is just hiring somebody. There's actually professionals who do this for a living. So if you're feeling overwhelmed or need some extra guidance, consider hiring a professional declutter. They'll pack things up, they'll sort through your belongings with you, they'll create a decluttering plan, they'll manage the donation or sale of unwanted items. Really great to do. But you always want to remember, when you're getting rid of unwanted items, just choose eco-friendly options whenever possible. Donate or sell items that are still usable, and recycle what you can't reuse. Now, I've covered a lot of ground so far, so I'm going to discuss in this next section some specific decluttering strategies for those of you who are planning to move. Now, all I was talking about before is like getting ready maybe a year before moving. Now you're planning a move and you're decluttering as part of the packing process. This can save you time and money and stress on moving day. So some key strategies for decluttering specifically for a move are: 1, packing with a purpose. One-step decluttering, that's what I say. As you pack each box, use that opportunity to sort through your belongings. Ask yourself the same questions I said earlier. Have I used this in the past year? Does it bring me joy? And pack the items only you plan to keep to your new home. Donate, sell, recycle the rest. And then I like to talk about the 4-box system. Here's a helpful method. You set up 4 boxes, label keep, donate, sell, and trash, and sort your belongings into these categories as you pack, making the decluttering and packing process more efficient. And next, when you're trying to plan for your new space, you really need to measure. If you know the dimensions of your new home, especially rooms like closets and bedrooms, measure your furniture to ensure it will fit comfortably in the new space. That's what these professional planners do, and decluttering people. The lady I have, she'll take the floor plan of your new place and she'll decide like what furniture could fit someplace in your new place. Because you're going to be downsizing most likely, and you want to give the other stuff you're not taking a new home. Next, you want to consider your needs. Think about your lifestyle in your new home. Will you need all the kitchen gadgets you currently have? Are you going to be cooking at all? Are you going to be retired? What does that look like? Do you have enough storage space for all your clothes? Declutter with your new living situation in mind. And a bonus tip for you is to take photos or videos of the backs of the shelves and cabinets and furniture drawers. This can help you to remember how you're organizing your belongings and make unpacking and putting things away in your new home much easier. And by decluttering before you move, you're going to arrive at your new home with less stuff to unpack and organize. That's going to make the moving process smoother and allow you to focus on settling into your new space. It's time to wrap it up now. Let me know of any questions you might have decluttering, feeling overwhelmed right now. I'm sure you are. Leave a comment below about your biggest decluttering challenge, and I'll do my best to help. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to watch my next video about moving to Pennsylvania, why you may or may not want to. See you on the next one.